Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays. And today we are playing Arkham Horror the card game, the Dunwich Legacy Cycle Scenario 3. And Scenario 3 is the Essex County Express, which, this sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna be on a train. If there are any snakes on there, Samuel L. Jackson better be a card in the deck. So, yeah, we're going to be playing Arkham Horror, the living card game as well. For a lot of people who have watched the previous ones, I made some boo-boos on the last one that were lovingly pointed out so that I can make sure I don't do them again. I got to keep my eyes on the cards to make sure that I do transitions properly. Now, it sounds like from the feedback, one major mistake, which was the health of the serpent I caught, which I did, but there were some other times where like I resolved the unsolved cape for Joe, so he would have gotten his experience points. So I upgraded his deck accordingly with the 2 points, the whopping 2 points that he would have got by giving him some really cool stuff. Roland, everything seemed okay with him. I just left his deck and held on to his 2 points because I'm going to save up for a big card for him at some point. So that's going to be fantastic. Hey, Kate. Hey, Steven. How's it going? So we're going to get into the Essex County Express after getting some information, do some last-minute setup, and then I'm going to live. So let's do this. All right. So Arkham Horror, the Dunwich Legacy Cycle, which is basically when I say cycle, people are like, what do you mean by cycle? Cycle contains the Dunwich Legacy expansion, plus some Mythos packs that build up the full story of the Dunwich Legacy campaign, aka Cycle. It's by Fantasy Flight Games, so you know that they like money, so they're going to spread out living card games to make you pay more. The entire cycle, I think, ran me about $60. $60 US to get that entire cycle, but be careful because I know that, you know, because of the pandemic, a lot of people are playing more board games. So there is, but now I love it and I love playing with you guys. I'm here forever. But that it might be hard to find specific Mythos packs that you want to get. So just be careful when you're looking for them. Make sure you get the entire cycle if that's what you want to play. As normal, it's an LCG game, so you know it's a money sink, but if you enjoy the content, I think it's worth it. So far, I've loved everything I've run through Arkham Horror, and learning how to play the decks and getting the corrections and doing all those things, I've loved it. So I think it's money well spent for me, but we'll see what you think when we go through Scenario 3. And that rhymed. So let's get down to the table, see what's going on, and yeah. All right, so I've got the 1 page that comes with the Mythos pack. That is but it's a lot packed into 1 page, so I don't think you're getting ripped off. We've got the agenda and the act, our deck of terrible bad things, the slot of terrible bad things that happen when I pull terrible bad things out of this bag, and then I have Joe Diamond. Really sounds like a bad name. Joe Diamond and Roland Banks ready to continue their legacy for where they went. So I've been using the Arkham Horror app on Android to kind of keep track of my of what I've been doing. And as you can see here, when we started the campaign, we did the prologue, we did extracurricular activities, where we went to the main campus. We did The House Always Wins, where we went to the gambling casino. We read a quick interlude about Armitage's fate, but he came with us, so we were able to make sure he wasn't kidnapped, but his other 2 friends were. Then we went to Miskatonic University, and a big snake attacked us, and that wasn't cool. But I used dynamite, so that was cool. And now we're getting on the Essex County Express. So we'll see where that goes, where that leads us, and all the good things therein. So I'm going to throw on the glasses. We're going to read the intro to the story, set up the board, and do it. All right. Scenario 3, the Essex County Express. Recent events in the museum have forced you to reevaluate Armitage's tale about Dunwich. It cannot be a coincidence. Wilbur Whatley, the Necronomicon, which was what? Oh, yeah. So I found the Necronomicon in the Miskatonic museum, and then I burned it. So Wilbur Whatley, the Necronomicon, the creature from Dunwich, and the people and creatures who attacked her here in Arkham. Everything must be connected. You're certain now where you must head. The lonely and dismal town of Dunwich Village. You consider telling the Massachusetts State Police what you know, but the negative consequences outweigh the potential gain. Given the nature of your story, they would likely write your stories off as an absurd hoax. Worse, they could lock you up. After all, you were present in an illegal speakeasy, and you also trespass in the museum. Instead, you decide to head to Dunwich yourself in order to investigate further. You pack everything you think you might need and manage to get some rest for the night. In the morning, you head to the train station in the north side and purchase a last-minute express ticket. Dunwich is several hours by train northwest along the Miskatonic River Valley. There is no train station in Dunwich. Cool. But you manage to phone one of Armitage's acquaintances in the small village, a man by the name of Zebulon Whatley, who was present during the event several months ago. Armitage's notes indicate that Whatley's family spread across many branches, some decadent and unscrupulous, others undecayed, or otherwise untouched by nefarious and diabolical rites. According to Armitage, Zebulon's branch of the family lay somewhere beneath the decayed and undecayed. Whatley, who knew of the traditions of his ancestors, but was not corrupted by them, he agrees to pick you up at the closest station and drive you into town. As the train departs for Arkham, you feel the events of the previous nights catching up to you, and exhaustion sets in. But before you can safely reach your destination, the train car suddenly rumbles and shakes, startling you out of your reverie. The train loudly skids to a violent halt, and you hear a rattling noise behind you. Awesome. So, fun times on the train. So we have these train cars, and you can see here. Ooh, why are you not... Oh, come on, you can do it, buddy. There you go. My camera's giving up the ghost. I'm getting scared. So train car is connected to the location to the left or right of it. So all these different train cars say the same thing, and there are 3, 6, 8 of them. So of the 8, we pick 6. So we shuffle these up, and we pick 6 of them. I hope everybody had a really great day today. Today was interesting. It was a nice day out too. Well, here in North Carolina, it was a nice day out. I'm not sure everywhere else. All right, so 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We take the other 2 that we didn't look at. They're gone from the game. Then we take the engine car, shuffle these guys up, and we're going to pick 1. So see the replayability? You've got 2 ones that you didn't use that could come in later if you played again. And then you've got 3 engine car ones for who knows what fun. Well, people who play this game know what fun, but you know what I mean. You get it. You get it. You know what I'm talking about. Ba, 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 ba. So we'll pick that one. The rest of them go out of play. We take a -2 because I'm going a little light on myself today. A -3 just hurts. So that enters into our bag with the rest of the things. And shuffle the remaining. So I shuffled it already, but you know I love to shuffle in front of you for shenanigans. These cards are crisp. So yeah, I'm putting a nice bend on them. Just heard everybody just kind of like cringe as me doing that. All right, shuffled. They start. So it says reveal the leftmost train car, which is the sleeping car. Huh. So happens. Sleeping car is connected to the location to the left and right of it. So as an action, I could gain 3 resources. Remember that you have stolen a passenger's luggage. Group limit once. So if I steal somebody's luggage, I get 3 resources. It's a shroud value of 4. There's only 1 clue on it. We are here in the sleeping car, happily. And we get 5 resources to start. Sorry. 3, 4, 5. My man Roland has 2 trauma. And my man Joe has 1. "70 students in my afternoon class." Whoa. Whoa, that's awesome, but whoa. Alright, so push it all the way through. Alright. Roll's nice and shuffled. 5 cards. He's got the Kukris, an art student, his 45 automatic. I say it like that because when I listen to the Fantasy Flight introduction on how to play the game, that's how they say it. A beat cop, another beat cop. I don't hate this. I might trade the first. Well, I could put both beat cops out if I can afford it. And his 45. I'm not mad about it. I'm gonna hang on to it. I might regret that decision, but YOLO! So then we go with Joe's. And I'll read the agenda and the act once I get the shenanigans shuffled. Hey, how's it going? As Joa? Did I say it right? If I didn't say it right, I'm so sorry. Just let me know and I will correct it promptly and with quick haste. I saw your subscription come through. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Alrighty. 5. He has lab assistant, research librarian. Interesting. This is the new card I got for him. The Disc of Itzamna. When a non-elite enemy spawns at your location, I just have to tap this card. Discard this disc and discard that enemy. So it's like a no. Just no. Magnifying glass is in there. Hyper awareness is in there, which is a pretty cool card for him. And that looks good. I'm not mad about the lab assistant or the research librarian. Disc is cool. Magnifying glass will help, and I'm not mad at the pull. I think I'm gonna keep them. All right, so let's talk about some rules. Then let's see. So moving on the train left and right. During the scenario, locations are lined up from left to right, with the engine car as the rightmost location. Whenever a card effect refers to the location to the left or the location to the right, it refers to the location immediately to your left or right. Any card effects that reference a direction left or right should be interpreted from the perspective of the diagram below. Okay, cool. And then the end game. All right, so the agenda. A tear in reality. 1, 2. There's a couple agendas on here, which is pretty cool. That's scary. As the train to Dunwich comes to a jarred stop, you look out the window behind you and see an immense tear in the space in the sky like a rip in a piece of cloth. Several of the rearmost train cars are pulled backwards, and there is a dreadful metallic crunch as they are detached. The train cars topple upward and into the rift in the sky. Nearby passengers are panicking, others are cowering in their seats, and one elderly man has fainted in fear. Get it to focus. You can do it. You can focus. You can do it for me. There you go. All right. The train is stopped on a bridge high above the Miskatonic River. You might be able to survive the fall, but you don't like your chances. Your best bet is to make your way to the engine car as fast as you can and get the train running again. Objective: if an investigator enters the engine car, immediately advance. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Let us dance. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, so Roland's my lead investigator on this one, so he's going to go first. And we get three actions on the investigator phase. So we skip the first mythos phase and we do the investigator phase, so we get three actions. So Roland is going to get a move on and move to this car. So we flip this car over. Wait, it says you cannot enter train cars unless all of the clues. No, he is not. He's not doing any of that. The train car is connected to the location to its left and right of it. You cannot enter train car unless all of the clues on the location to its left have been discovered. So, no. All right, so what he's going to do, because it's a shroud of 4. Haha, we're going to solve this quick, fast, and in a hurry. He's going to spend 1 action to spend 2 resources to put down the art student. After art student enters play, discover 1 clue at your location. Thank you. So that was 1. 2, as I was saying. So this is passenger car. Passenger car is connected to the locations to the left and right. Forced. After you enter passenger car, you must either discard cards from your hand with at least 2 total head mind thingies, or take 2 horror. Cool. That is awful. There's a thing about forced effects on here too. Where did I see that? Nowhere. I saw it nowhere. So, yeah, we're going to just keep on trucking. All right. So, there are 4 clues here. 2, 3, 4. He is here. So, after you enter passenger car, you must either discard 2 cards from your hand with at least a mind on it. I don't have any, by Jove. So, he is going to take 2 horror. Sweet, he's about to go insane and the game just started. So that's 2. I'm gonna have to fight something, I know it. 3, I'm gonna gain a resource. 4, I'm gonna put the gun down. Because I'm gonna have to shoot something in the face. And that will end his turn. He is done. Ooh, I'm like kicking everything everywhere today. Joe, hey Joe, what do you know? Get the tome already. I can put her down for sure. So we're gonna spend. But hyper awareness calls me. If I enter there, he's gonna take 2 horror. I'm gonna put down. Take 1 of the horror. Oh, on my ally. You are right. Thank you. 1 on the ally, so he's down to 3. So he's 3. He's gonna take 2 horror. I can put down hyper awareness, but he's gonna run into that same problem. I could put down 1 is. So I got 5 and I need 5. I can put down the disc of it's Zamana. And I could put down the lab assistants, that's 2, and then 3 is to move in. And I could put 1 horror in her and take 1. So I know we gotta move quick, but I think we need to prep. So he's gonna use it all. And this was supposed to flip over. Unsolved case. Oh, I didn't shuffle this. That's why. It was like, because I put this on the top. I didn't shuffle his insight deck. Whew, that was almost awful. I was like, I had to make sure that unsolved case was on there, so I put it at the top when I was doing setup. Or otherwise, that would have been just awful. Just straight up awful. Okay. Now, his flipped up one would have been mind over matter. Okay, so he's still going to stick with what he's doing. So he plays all 1 action, 2 action, and it says, after laboratory assistance enter play, draw 2 cards. Cool, so he got the fingerprint kit, and he got the knife. The knife. So that's 1, 2, and 3s to move, and that'll end his turn. He'll get 1, and 1 will be placed on the lab assistant. And that will end his turn. Yay. Okay. Monster phase. There are no monsters about. So then, income phase. We each get 1 of those. We each draw a card. He gets medical techs. And Roland gets evidence, which is good for what we need to do for this foolishness. We refresh. Then we do the deck of terrible, horrible things. 1, 1. Put a doom on that bad boy. This one here, you nearly gave me a heart attack with your weakness on top of the inside deck. Yeah, that'd have been bad. That'd have been really bad. Revelation. Place 1 doom on the current agenda. This effect can cause it to advance. So we've got 2 of 4. Uncool. And the broken rails. Alright, so cool art, very cool art. So each investigator at your location loses 1 action. Each investigator at your location with 4 or more damage must also discard an asset or he or she controls. So we lose an action because of the broken rails. So it's kind of like we topple to the side thematically. So we both have 2 actions as we start. Okie dokie. So he can just fast play this bad boy. Oh, it's after I defeat an enemy. He can't just fast play this bad boy. So he is going to... Yeah, it's time to get these. He's going to commit this with the 2 symbols that we have here, book to search. So it's going to be a 5er. Against a... Oh, it's against a 2. Yeah, I'm still going to stick with it. Alright, I got a clue. So that's... He got a clue. So that was his 1 action, and then his 2nd action, he'll just do a straight search. Come on, give it. -2. I got a 1, I fail. There's that other -2 I hate so much. So that ends his turn. Why am I kicking these things everywhere? Joe's turn. This goes to the bottom of the pile. We flip up the new one, which is seeking answers. If you succeed, investigate. If you succeed, instead of discovering a clue at your location, discover a clue at a connecting location. Well, that's not going to help me here. And he needs to be able to stabby McStabberson face somebody. I can use that later. I'm sure that's going to become a pain in my bottom. I can spend 1 to put down and then 1 to search. Let's just search. There's already 2 doom on that. Search. This says X. X is the current agenda number. 1. Yep, we're fine. You got it. And then he'll do it again. Hey, there we go. +1, so there's 1 clue left on that location. And we need to figure out who's going to get it. So that ends their 2 actions because of the revelation card. So therefore, any monsters? Nope. We're going to refresh. Draw a card. So Joe gets Guts, and Roland gets Vicious Blow. Flip them back over. Bad things come out. Bad things can happen. So, Agenda 1's going through before we get to this car. But here we go. Joe. Place 2 Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there are no cultist enemies in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy, draw it, and shuffle the encounter deck. Boom. Now, this verbiage is weird, and for people who know, school me. So if there's not a cultist in play, and I draw a cultist, I don't put 2 Doom on that cultist, I just draw a cultist, right? And it will get 1 Doom on it. Is that correct? I'm going to say it is until someone tells me I'm a bull-faced liar. Pretty sure. One second. Alright. He has 3 to beat to punch him, but he only has 1 health. And this doesn't advance until the Mythos phase, which... chink. He gets Helpless Passenger! Revelation Surge. Put Helpless Passenger into play at the location to your left, or at your location if you cannot. Parlay. Use an action to parlay to take control of the Helpless Passenger. Force. If Helpless Passenger leaves play, each investigator takes 1 horror. So he's back here. Cool. Okay, so I'm missing something. What am I missing? Ooh, this is what I'm missing. This. Yes. Okay, cool. Thanks, Gabe. This is their health and the like. So 6, 5, 4. He's at 4. 6. Or 2. Let's do it that way. Count up 2, 6. And you're fully healthy. You are at 3, going to 5, and you are fully healthy. Okay, that's what I was missing. All right, so the Helpless Passenger went here, and if we lose him, we get a horror. An Acolyte's here, which is a problem. We got our cards. So place 1 Doom on the agenda, advance the agenda, then each investigator draws a card. So yeah, it doesn't advance. Thank God. Investigation phase. Let's kill that guy, shall we? So I'm going to put a bullet in his face. Roland is going to go first and put a bullet in that guy's face. So I spend 1 ammo, I get a +1 to fight, so I'm at a 5. And I deal 2 damage if I hit him. Yep. So he dies, and his thing can go away. Oh. Okay, so that's 1. 2, get that clue. Hey! Okay. So we got the clue, finally, so that's 2. 3, move! Please don't be bad. Please. Passenger car. It's another passenger car. Okay, so passenger car is connected to the location to the left and right of it. After you enter passenger car, you may either discard a card from your hand with at least one question mark icon or take 1 damage and 1 horror. The art student's dead. The art student takes my damage and horror, so I'm okay. So that's his 3. Come in here. There are 2 clues in this thing. He's gonna have to get more people out, because that's just madness. Okay, Joe's turn. Joe, nope, this comes here, so now he gets shortcut. Fast play, only during your turn. Choose an investigator location. Move that investigator to a connecting location. Don't want to save him. I really don't. It will waste my turns. But I'll take a horror and a damage if he dies. Really don't want to save him. So in his hand, he can have +2 more because of the laboratory assistant. Her ability is that his max hand size increases by 2. So card carrying is his game. And the rules, because I've got all the rules. I thought I had all the, oh yeah, I have all the rules things. Reference, rules reference. Parlay 16. Just say like I have to use an action. That's all I have to do. I don't have to pull a thing. Some abilities are identified with a parlay action designator. Such abilities are initiated using the activate action. Okay. Go to page 4. Go to page 16 and go to page 4. Activate action. Activate is an action an investigator may take during his or her turn. When this action is taken, the investigator initiates an ability that specifies 1 or more action icons. So I just do it. Okay. So basically I'm telling him move it. Okay, so I really don't want to help him. 1, because I know I'm going to regret it if he dies. 2 to parlay. 3 to move. No, the force thing is going to happen if I do it. I don't want to do that. Oh wait, I can do it. Okay, I can get rid of guts. So that'll get him here with this dude. And I'll discard this so I don't take a horror. Alright, that ends his turn. Shortcut. Oh, shortcut. Shortcut. Choose an investigator location. Move that investigator to a connecting location. Oh, just any investigator? Me included? Is that me included? Because I thought it was choose an investigator at your location. I can't move myself. If I can, that's broken, but that's awesome. Oh, I'm going to do it then. And shortcut, which is free, to move him here. So we're all in this thing together. So take control of the helpless investigator. So he's with me. I'll just put him. Okay, so he caught up. Use that. So, Scardo. Alright. And that's his 3. Yeah, because it would be, even if I did free, parlay, 1, 2. So, yep. So that's his 3. Okay. No monsters out. Gain some resources. Gain a card. His is prepare for the worst. And his is curiosity. Okay. The mythos advances. So let's see what happens. Alright. Alrighty. The rearmost car of the train detaches as it is pulled backwards. To your horror, it rises off the tracks and is consumed by the gate above. Remove the leftmost location from the game, or place it in the victory display if it has a victory point on it. It does not. And no clues on it. Okay. Each investigator at a location is defeated. Each enemy and asset at the location is defeated. Discard all clues controlled by the investigators. Why? I had 5. But why though? Okay. Sure. I don't want to. Yeah, I know. I'll get to that. Come on. Here we go. The maw widens. The tear grows larger and you can feel the rearmost car of the train shaking as it is pulled backwards. The situation threatens to erupt into chaos as more passengers realize the danger they are in. Some passengers are looking for places to hide while others are running around about the compartments in terror. So that gets 3. I was supposed to discard a question mark thingamadoohickey, or this guy was going to take 1 damage and 1 horror. So, bye, lab assistant. Okay. Alright. So that was that. Bad things. And here we go. An acolyte that gets a doom on it. He's got to die. And some weird looking thing. A grappling horror that is a hunter. While you're engaged with grappling horror, you cannot move. I need to beat a 3. He's got 3 health or 2 to evade. And while I'm engaged with him, I can't run away. So, like slime of gross disgustingness. Okay. Well, the first thing we need to do is get this foolish thing off of us. And we're going to try to kill it, because I'm going to shoot it with a gun using Vicious Blow. So, 1 bullet. So it's 1 for my punch, 1 for the gun, and +1 for Vicious Blow if I can hit the thing. Hey. So I hit it for... Yep, I hit it. And that's 3 damage to it, which is more than enough to kill this stupid thing. So goodbye. Losing the card. Okay. That was 1. I'll flip you over. There are clues here and there. There are 2, and I just need a shroud value of 1 to get 1. I'm just gonna believe you can hit that guy once. So I'm gonna get this clue, because what? I promise you see me shaking the bag. So that's 2. And 3, let's get the other clue. See? You see my hand going all in there. Hey! And I would have gotten an extra clue at that location if that came last time, but I'm not mad about it. Not bitter. Nope. So that's 3. Roll's done. You, my good man, are going to go into that car after killing this dude, so we're going to punch this dude in the face. I could have used this card, but not yet. Nope. I'm going to hang on to it. We're going to punch that guy in the face. With a -2 from a 4, which is 2, I have to beat a 3, so that fails. Ooh. Let's bump our odds here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to heal Roland of his crazy with this. Actually, no, this is for damage, not crazy. So we're gonna make it a 5 spot. Committing medical text. Hey Scott, it's okay, man. It's all right. It's all good. -1, which is enough. So I beat him. Here, you terrible person. Okay, so that was 2. 3, because all the clues are gone. We're going to a new car. That new car is the dining car. It has no clues on it. Dining. Oh, and I didn't flip this thing. It's connect the dots. Fast play. After you discover the last clue at your location, discover 2 clues at a location with a lower printed shroud value. So, dining car. Dining car connected to the location. This is why I can't paint. You see how my hands are shaking? Dining car connected to the location to the left or right. Forced. After you reveal dining car, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a gripping horror and draw it. Cool. So we can still move on because there's no clues here. So I'm okay with that life. All right. And that is when you enter. After I reveal it. All right. So now, wait. Now I'm gonna burn this card. When a non-elite enemy spawns at your location, discard that thing. He's a non-elite enemy that has spawned at my location. I'm using this card. It's a reaction, so it doesn't cause an action. So take that to the face, and goodbye, you terrible creature. Okay. Discard this guy and draw a new card. Okay. All right. Insight deck understood. Kate, we said the same. We're thinking the same. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. Okay, so, where am I with this? Their turns are done. No monsters to fight. Resource update. Card draw. Another art student for him, which is great. So cannon fodder. That'll be fantastic. And manual dexterity for you. Cool. Still under the limit, so I'm good to go. He can hold 10, he can hold 8, if you're asking what the limit is. Refresh. Doom and gloom. Draw. Draw. Please don't be a blocking door. Worse. Oh my gosh, I should have saved that thing for this. This is bad. It has 5 health. Spawn. The location to your right, or your location if there is no location to your right. It enters exhausted. So it spawns there. Going in this car, we're gonna have some fun. Him. Oh no! Oh no! So 2 of them. I shuffled this. It enters play exhausted. Okay. If they're exhausted, we can run past them. We can run past them quickly. They're not hunters, and that's okay. Because they're exhausted. I don't have to fight this one. I might not have to fight that one, but we're gonna find out. Gear up time. I think it might be run time. Beat Cop's coming out, I know that. But I think it might be run time with that. So I'm gonna let this guy go first, because I'm tired of Roland taking punches from going from car to car. So art student coming out. 1. And oh wait, not yet, not yet. Pull it back, hero. That's not how this works. Not yet. Retcon. We're gonna move. Runtime. Move it to the new car. The new car is the passenger car. 1 clue per. After you enter a passenger car, you may either discard cards from your hand or take 2 damage. Come on. There are 2 clues in here. He is exhausted, just kind of milling about. We're going to spend... Now we're going to put down the art student for... Oh, wait. I got to do this enter first. With a fight symbol on it. 2 total for the fight. I can, but that would suck. So... Oh, and I was supposed to do this thing. Discard. Attach to your location. Non-elite enemies cannot move into attached location. 4. So when an investigator leaves attached location, discard barricade. And it's free to use. So, well, it's an action. So, he is not going to punch me in the face. So I'm going to put down the student. And when she comes in play, I get a clue. So that was 2. He is going to punch me in the face afterwards, and I can't move when he's fighting me. So I'm slowly wanting him to just kind of get clue. I think I want him to get the clue so Roland can keep running. So that's what we'll do. And I will commit to that the fingerprints. And Roland's running. Roland's running like you wouldn't believe. Alright. +1, so he gets the other clue. So that's his 3. He's done. Roland. This is dining car. This is put down something with fight or take a punch to the face. He can get rid of... He's going to use this beat comp. So you can get rid of cookeries and the other beat cop to not take any damage. 1, 2. It's 2. Should I put down the beat cop or go into the train car? I'm going in a train car. He might die. Train car. Alright, so this one is the parlor car. Parlor car is connected to the location, blah, blah, blah. Spend 3 resources. Discover 1 clue in the parlor location. So this is no longer a... Cool, and there are 2 in here. And that ends his turn. So he can get a resource if he's in trouble. Alright, so monster's turn. They are exhausted. The Miskatonic, the monster abomination, the emergent monstrosity. They don't have hunt on them. Cool. So, new doom comes. Check for doom resolution. Nope. Sorry. Monster turn, nothing happened. Resource gather. Resource. Cards. Hey, look at that. Knife and a knife. And this... I didn't have an action to barricade that. But connecting the dots comes in. I then put 1 on there. It didn't advance. Draw 2 cards. Okay. You. Test 3 mind. For each point you fail, take 1 horror. Hey, art student. You look like you might be dying. Alright, so I'm at a 2-fer, so let me see what I can use here to help with that. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing whatsoever. So my art student might die. Maybe. -1, so it's a 1. And I had to beat a 3, which is a 2. Bye, art student. Maybe not. Maybe I might take that too. So that the art student can survive against this foolish thing. we're gonna try to run away from that. So that's okay. You can go. That's okay. All right. So let's see. Then we have. Say what? Oh, bad. Jinxed yourself. Gear up time or run time. Ready monsters and invest. Yeah, I'm getting to it. I may be slow in the draw, but I'm getting it. So that's his problem. His problem is the same thing, even though I shuffled this deck. You saw me do it. This is bad. I think Roland might be out. Can I put anything to this? Yes, I can put Curiosity. That puts him at a 4, and I have to beat a 3. Which is a 3. Hey, gravy. Ooh, that was close. Alright. So, their turn. Okay. Roland can do 1, 2, and then go to the engineer card for 3. Spend 3 resources. He can only do 1, so... Well, but he needs to put down this B cop. Ooh, decisions. Should I put out the beat cop to be able to save my life? Or should I use an action to spend 3 resources to discover a clue? Curiouser. Well, it'd be 4 to put down the beat cop. I think I'm gonna put down the 4 because it's better to be safe than sorry with what comes next. Because I could only do 1 search. Well, one action to get a clue. I can't do 2. So he's got to run away. Come over here. Get the clue. Yeah. So 1, he's going to put down beat cop so he can live longer. 2, he is going to resource up. 3, he is going to resource up. Well, nah. 3, he'll he can get that last clue. We can get there, but agenda 3 is gonna be bad. So if you make me discard all my clues this time, I can't win this game. Well, it's just getting rid of them. I can win this game, actually. Alright, so we're very close. Get a clue. Yeah, we're gonna... They're not hunters, so they're gonna stay where they are. I'm stuck. I'm on analysis paralysis. So I don't know if I should get another resource or draw a card or do something. I don't know. If I had dynamite, I would throw it. I really would. The beat cop was important. That had to happen. I think I'll analysis paralysis. I will draw a card and hope it is dynamite. Delay the inevitable. Fast play only during your turn. Attach an investigator at your location under his or her control. As a reaction, when you are dealt damage and or horror, discard delay the inevitable and cancel all damage and or horror just dealt. When the Mythos phase ends, you must either spend 2 resources or discard this card. And this is a fast play, and he's got the 2 to save his life. Good pull. Good pull. Problems. big problems. But let's see what we can do to resolve it. So the resource librarian has some nice run. Hyper awareness has some nice run. And you're like, no, don't spend it because you can use it for stuff. Yeah, no. So his run would be 4. I have to beat a 3. Or else this would have been an incredible waste of time. So we got to get away from him. That's the rule of the game. I can't sit around and dance with them. Hey. Hey. You may move an insight event from your discard pile to the bottom of your hunch deck. And doinka. From my discard pile to my hunch deck. So this is my only one in discard. So that's 1. That worked. Yeah, I did. Shortcuts back. I did. So cool. Shortcuts back. So that's 1. 2. Spend these 3 to get a clue. 3. We're 1 away. We're so close to the engine car. Oh my gosh. All right. So monster's turn. You don't have a hunt, so you stay where you are. You're exhausted, so you just, need to just stop talking. And that's it. Income phase. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited too. Income phase. So we got our 3 to get our last clue. You get emergency aid. You get lab assistant. Wow, really? A lot of lab assistants popping up today. Doom token. It advances. Like I said, I think my camera's giving up the ghost. So I gotta start looking at new cameras this weekend. The tear grows larger, and you can feel the rearmost car of the train shaking as it is pulled backwards. The situation threatens to erupt into chaos as more passengers realize the danger they're in. Some passengers are looking for places to hide, while others are running about the compartment in terror. There we go. Okay, for people who'll freeze it later. Don't stop! The next train car is ripped backwards with violent force. A middle-aged man hangs from his fingertips as the car flies unhindered toward the rift. In moments, the car is consumed whole and the man lets go rather than be pulled into the void. He starts to fall, but is caught by the rift force and pulled inside it anyway. Remove the leftmost location from the game. There's no victory points on that. Each investigator at the location is defeated. Each enemy at the asset is discarded. Discard all clues controlled. So then they're going to say, all right, with everything that we have, use a clue. Use 1 clue at the engine car. I bet you that's what they're going to say. Okay. Next piece. Rolling backwards. We do not want this to happen. Ooh, come on. Focus. There we go. The pull of the rift in the sky seems to grow stronger, and the entire train begins to roll backwards along the tracks. The rearmost cars of the train begin to rattle, the force of the rift threatening to detach them. You must get out of these cars as fast as you can. Okay. Yes, that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Alright, so that happened. Bad things happen now. Please. Mysterious chanting. Revelation. Place 2 doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there isn't one, find the cultist. I don't feel like shuffling this deck, even though I really want to. And put him in play with a doom on him. Helpless passenger. Put helpless passenger into play at the location to the left. Oof. Bye, buddy. And I'm supposed to refresh these people too. Alright. Okay. Turn time. You had the problem with the cultist. You have a helpless passenger that you don't care about. So you're going to go first, spend these 3 to get this clue because you're not engaged with the cultist. And then you are going to skedaddle to the engine car. So, engine car! Okay. Here it is. Engine car is connected to the left car. Forced. After you reveal engine car, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a grappling horror and draw it. Shuffle the encounter deck. And I get to advance the thingamadoohickey, thingamabob, so cool. So this happened. When you enter, if an investigator enters the engine car, immediately advance. Yeah, the helpless passenger is just, he's in trouble. He's in a bad way. Alright, so let's read what happened. The investigator enters the engine car, reads the following out loud. Who could it be? A tender car filled with coal blocks your way to the engine cab. Swallowing your fear, you climb out of the nearby window and clamber onto the roof of the train, making your way across the tender car. The steady backward motion of the train makes it difficult for you to keep your footing. As you get close, a winged creature swoops down from above, its body composed of piping hot steam. You must decide. Test. Dexterity. Attempt to dodge the creature. If you fail, you leap too far and barely grip the side of the train, hanging for dear life. Although you manage to pull yourself up, the experience is terrifying. You suffer 1 mental trauma. Or, fight it. To attempt to endure the creature's extreme heat, you fail. If I fail, the creature flies through you, and the heat burns you. You suffer 1 physical trauma. Wings of steam, huh? He has enough mental trauma in his life. What can I commit to punch this thing in the face? Actually, I could commit the manual dexterity to this test. So he would be at a 5. He would be at a 5, and he has to beat a 3. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm just gonna do it. So let's get this back in here. Shake it up. Hey, we did it. We succeeded. So go away. We succeeded. Go away. So get the engine running. Of course it is. What do I have to do? Spend a clue? Okay, so that was 1, 2. So he has 1 more action. You've managed to make it to the engine cab, but now you have to get the engine car started again so you can outrun the pulling of the force. If there are no clues on the engine, I don't understand. So I did Dex, I beat the creature. So although you managed to pull you, so if I fail, so I didn't fail, so I don't take that pain. Get the engine running. You managed to make it. Oh, because there are 2 tokens. I need to get these 4 off to succeed. And I got that stupid thing in my face. So we are going to. Okay, so I know that I can discover a clue after I kill an enemy. I don't have a resource. Urgh. Okay, so my 3rd action is going to be to fight this thing. So I will. Let's see. I will shoot at it with an ammo, which gives me +1 damage. And then I can exhaust the bead cop to do +2 damage, and then me on my regular 1 hit would be 3, and I would kill him. Cool. My attack is a +1, +2. My attack is a 6. A 6. So I got to beat a 3, and then I kill him. Hey, today is my lucky day. So that ends Roland's turn. And I wish I had a clue because I would have fast played Oh, and I have to exhaust this guy to do it. Or, yeah, exhaust him to do it. That's why. There we go. Because then I could have done this, which would have gotten me one of those clues. Darn it. Joe's turn. Because it's been that long. Yeah, I shot and used beat cop. But this is what I just pulled. This is what I just pulled, Kate. This is my life right now. Oh, it does deal 1 damage to the beat cop. Thank you. Weakness. Place one of your clues on the location. He doesn't have any. With the highest shroud, which would be here. Remove unsolved case from the game. If the unsolved case would be shuffled. I don't have a clue to put there. So how do you do this? It's just discarded? Joe has no clues. You always draw that card at the end of the game. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I don't have any clues to put on it. That's the funny thing. No, it is shuffled back into your hunch deck, and you get 2 less experience. Okay. I don't know. I have shame. I don't think I flip a new one. Do I flip a new one? I don't think I flip a new hunch. I need to kill this guy though. I know that. So that'll be 1. So let's kill that guy. Let's just do that. Make up for life. So that'll be a 5 spot to kill that guy. No flip. Okay. So I committed this, so I had 4, 5. So I had 5 minus 2, 3, which meets, which is the 1 point I needed to kill him. So bye-bye. So that's 1, 2, and let's get a clue, shall we? It's really hurting. I gotta beat a 2 shroud. Can I have a 4? Sure, I'll do it. Just got home. Sounds like things are very intense. -1, so that's 3. That's enough. I get a clue. And that's his 3rd. Monsters! Ooh, what happens to you, chap? If helpless passenger leaves play... Okay, so... He's not getting beat up. Oh, and he surges. I forgot to surge when he came out. Claws of Steam. Test 3. If you fail, take 2 damage, and you cannot move from this location this round. Damage from... I goofed that up, so I will reshuffle this because I goofed that up. The goof up was the helpless passenger had surge, and I didn't draw the extra card. My bad. That is on me. Bad Canje. So people who are watching it, I forgot to do the surge. That's on me. So, and I'd already moved ahead. That Steam thing would have been like retcon everything. So instead, if I win, it's with an asterisk. So nothing happens to him. Monsters don't do nothing to nobody. Refresh phase. Cards. Flashlight. Dynamite. Dynamite. I shuffled this. I shuffled this, I swear I did. You saw me shuffle it. Ooh, you saw me shuffle it. Oh, it goes into my play area. Okay, so if it went in my play area, then that would have happened, and I would have drawn something else. Thank you. Seeking answers would have come out. If you succeed, instead of discovering clue at your location, discover a clue at a connecting location. Whatever. I'm all about discovering clues at my location right now. Did refreshes. Glad I'm able to finally catch you. Hey, Meeple Monkey, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome aboard. Welcome to the table. Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. I'm doing terrible draws to where I'm going to die. So come, join me. Join me as I seal my doom. This goes on here. Bad card, bad card. You get Frozen in Fear. The first time you perform one of the following actions to move, fight, or evade each round, it costs 1 additional action. I will not be doing any of those things this round. Your problem is an Acolyte. Roland with a with 1 doom on him. Okay, so on school holidays, nice, very nice. I wish I was on vacation. I actually so later on in the year, I'm going to be I am taking some vacation time off work, like a week or two, just to kind of, but it's late, like at the end of the year. I think I'll still be in this place where I am now. So my plan is for then is to do, I'm going to be streaming probably every day. It'll be like lunchtime streams or something. It won't be this late in the day, but I'm probably going to be playing a lot. I'm going to be playing a lot of board games with you guys during that time off. So it's going to be fantastic. Okay, so start it up. Roland's got problems, 99 problems. This guy doesn't. So he's going to start getting some clues. He doesn't need to move, fight, or evade. So he is just going to do stuff. Investigate. If you succeed instead of discovering a clue, I don't care about that card. And my investigation is a 4. Ooh. First action, putting out flashlight. 1, 2, 3. Second action. It's a 0. It's a 0. Only a miss will make sure that I don't get anything. So that's 2. Next action. Yeah, it'll be a lot more games. -2. Doesn't matter. I'm at a 4. So that ends his turn. Roland, kill the guy, get the clue, let's end this thing. So here we go. So Roland's going to attack the guy not using the gun. He's just going to attack him with a 4 + 1, 5. And he has to hit a 3. So -1, he kills him. That's 1. 2, he's going to get that clue so we can finish this. He has a 3, 4, 5, 6. He's putting 6 on it. He's got 6 on it, and he's got it good. -1. He got it. Woo-hoo. Give me that. Alright, so if there are no more clues in the engine card, immediately advance. Cool. Let's see what happens. Something short. So the engine roars to life and kicks into motion. You shovel coal into the engine's firebox and are relieved to see that the train is moving forward along the tracks once again. Read resolution 1. Oh yeah. So let's go back to, let me take the glasses off. Let's go back to this. Go here because we did all the stuff. I didn't start it up in here, which I should have. Lead investigator was Roland. He did all the stuff. Location placement did all that. Resolutions. Select our resolution. Resolution 1. Proceed. Yes, they're both still alive. You breathe a sigh of relief as the gate behind the train collapses harmlessly upon itself. The few passengers who survived the ordeal seem unable to comprehend what just happened. One passenger mentions a pipe bursting in the rear car, and that quickly becomes the explanation for the innocent and ignorant. Those who either cannot or choose not to dwell further into the mystery. You, on the other hand, know better, although in hindsight, you wish you didn't. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory value of each card in the victory display. So we didn't have anything. I go? I want to make sure I caught him. So we didn't have anything victory here. And then when we look over here, I didn't kill anything with a victory point. So we just get the scenarios victory points, because the trains... Oh, I lied to you. After you finish searching, you get the victory points. So we got 1, 2. 2. But he doesn't get 2, because he had unsolved cases out. However, Roland gets 2. Cool, 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 cool. So victory 2. So I came over here and I did victory points display is 2. So we get 2. So proceed. Update decks. I'm going to do that later. So we're just going to save. Okay. I'm going to do all that later. I had to reauthorize this thing and I don't feel like it right now. So I will do over here. Let's read what's in this guy. We didn't do investigator defeat. Each investigator who was defeated has acquired... Nope, didn't get that. Each investigator who was defeated... Nope. Each investigator with the Necronomicon... Nope, I burned it. If an investigator with the Henry Armitage card, which is Roland, the Professor Warren Rice card, or the Dr. Francis card is in his or her deck, was defeated... Nope. If no resolution was reached, didn't do that either. So... We did the side release, although in hindsight you wish you didn't. Each investigator earns experience. To be continued. That is it. We won! We won! So that... I have like a weird dark... That's weird. I don't know what's going on. I gotta check my lighting, because you see the shadow that's happening right now? Lighting. Technology is hard. Locator said it. Locator said it. Technology is hard. So that was it. We move on to the next. We move on to the next piece. Roland's a boss. So we passed it. We completed the Essex County Express and the Mythos Pack that's associated. So I will update. Actually, I can do this now. This is the save deck. Because I want to see if the app tells us to do anything else. Give me 1 second, let me log in. Let me log in here. And once it loads up, allow. And then once it loads back up, we're back up. All right, so save. Save. And proceed. Yep, we proceed on to the next scenario. Blood on the Altar. That's where we're going, and if we can survive that, we're gonna see Interlude 2. so whatever that means. Yeah, so let's head on back up, have a chat, and then I will let you good people have the rest of your evening. So let's head up. Okay, so we completed scenario 3, the Essex County Express. That was fun but terrifying. That these monsters came in tapped was fantastic. Otherwise, like these guys are right here. Oop. Otherwise, I would have died and wouldn't have made it. So I made it. we got the train moving. We're going to Dunwich. What's it called? Dunwich Station or Dunwich Village? So we're going to Dunwich Village to find out what's going on, and I don't know why a tentacle thing attacked us. Sure, it probably will tell us. Yep. If you choose to buy this game, this is all it is just a page. But you see what you get with your page. And with that, there are 2 more passenger cars that could get shuffled in if you choose to go again. And there are 2 engine room cards. One horrible and one not so horrible. So, cool. Keep that in mind. If I would have died, we would have gotten this thing called Cross Space and Time added that makes us discard cards. That is bad. But other than that, we lived. We did great. I'm going to work with wonderful, wonderful Kate to help upgrade Roland now that he has 4 points to spend. And yeah, this was a fun scenario. This was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying the Arkham Horror series. Like, the story, I'm curious as to what's going on. You're getting a little by little in the campaign. Here's what's interesting, and I want to ask this for people who play the games as they come out, right? Let's say Dunwich Legacy is like Innsmouth, right? Well, it is. But Innsmouth, the expansion, comes out in October. And then the first Mythos pack comes out in November. So when this one dropped, were you left waiting for like a month before you got the next Mythos pack, or longer? Like, is that how it works? Because that would stress me out. I'm glad I started late so I can go through the cycles, if that's the case. Thanks, Kate. Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time playing. All right. So for the rest of the week, what are we? What day are we on? This week's flying by. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Canje After Dark with Excusitis and I are going to be playing Kingdom Death Monster on Tabletop Simulator. Last Thursday, we did kind of like a preliminary because I've never played the game. I am a complete newbie, and we played just the prologue just to get me used to the rules. That was fantastic and fun, so we said we're going to have a night of it. And we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So we're going to be playing that on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So however that equates across different time zones, it's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that we're going to be playing. That's why it's Canje After Dark. And because it's Kingdom Death Monster, I kind of locked it down to just adults because it's got themes, right? And we'll talk about that before we get into the Tabletop Simulator and things that show. But there are themes that we don't want our kids to see, so I put the block of 18 or older on that specific one. Other than that, Saturday we're going back to folklore for story number 2, and hope to gravy that I live because my rolls. And then Sunday we're going to finish off Deep Madness with the final scenario of Deep Madness, and then that's going into the hey community, I love you so much giveaway pile for when I move in February, and then we'll start doing those monthly. Let's see what else. Then the new week starts. Monday's going to be Gloomhaven because yes. Wednesday is going to be Wednesday, I think, is going to be Hostage Negotiator. I'll be playing that one. Thursday is going to be I got to talk with Excusitis to see if we are doing another Canje After Dark or if we got to do it every 2 weeks. So I'll get with him and we'll talk about that. Sunday we'll be back into folklore for story 3. So yeah, early morning for folklore, but we have fun. You get to laugh at me as I roll terribly and I cry inside. Sadness and depression. But it's still fun. So yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. That's all I really have. Patrons, thank you so much. Big hearts. I appreciate it a ton. I get to drink. Oh my gosh! I made tea for this. I made some mint tea to drink as I took this train ride. This should let you know how much I enjoyed the game. Now that you mentioned that, excuse that, Steven, that I made this tea fresh pot. Brought it in. I was like, okay, I'm going to be sipping this as I play this game. I didn't touch this thing once. That should let you know how excited, how like into this game I was. So as Kate was like, flip this, do this, I was like, I did mess up. Did I mess something up? So it worked out great. But I'm going to reheat my tea and enjoy that for the rest of the evening. Other than that, patrons, thank you so much. You will be helping me make more decisions about more things, about more games coming, because I have another surprise, potentially, that I am keeping quiet about until I'm able to talk about it. So we'll see what happens there. And patrons, you'll be the first one to know. So just like you were for the last set of stuff that I had a surprise for. Other than that, patrons, subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Love you all. Have a good day. Insert comment here. I'll see you later next time. Bye-bye.